Hello, welcome to Destiny Moments with Eunice. Today happens to be a very interesting edition. Today you will enjoy yourself. I haven't said with me today, Nollywood sweetheart, that's what I call her. In fact, I feel delighted anytime I see her on the screen. This guest of mine is a beautiful woman. She's talented, she's intelligent. I have on set with me today a pretty young lady who's been acting for 19 years. She's done a lot for herself and a lot for Nollywood. She's directed soaps, editions, she's written a lot. But today you're going to hear from her. Bimbo, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, my pleasure. It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Well, so much I know I have talked about. So who is Bimbo Akintola?
Well, I'm a pretty simple person. I'm a third of 6 children. I grew up here in Lagos, on the mainland, Okwebi. I went to Maryland Convent Private School, and then I went to Command Secondary School, and from there I went to the University of Ibadan, where I studied theatre arts. And after that, I've been acting. So you can say I'm a simple person who's dedicated most of her life to acting.
Beautiful. No wonder. And you do it so well. It's so natural. It just flows. That's amazing. This is a mentorship program. We have the upcoming out there watching you. We also have people, your admirers, your fans, who do not just enjoy what you do, but some of them just say, I want to be like Bimbo. Some of them just say, it's impossible really to be like Bimbo, because if my father was the president of Nigeria like Bimbo's father, maybe I would be successful. If I was born with a silver spoon, maybe I would have been successful. Bimbo, have you ever really been in the rough? Are they correct? Or have you been in the rough any time at all?
Let me put it this way so that we can understand. Everything I've done in terms of my career has been by my struggle. Yes, my parents weren't poor. Growing up, I lived in Okwebi, obviously, 20, 30 years ago. The mainland was the place to live. People that lived on the island were, children of people in the civil service, which was 1004. But I went to the University of Ibadan, and my parents didn't know any actors or directors or producers. So all that was by myself. I went for auditions, and I worked hard. When it's important when you have a vision for yourself, when you believe this is what I want to do and this is where I want to be, then you work towards it. Nothing is perfect. Nothing can be handed down to anyone, but with a silver spoon. I believe no matter who you are, you have to struggle and fight for what you want. But the first step is in knowing and being certain that what you want is what is right for you.
Absolutely.
I've always been, so to speak, a dramatic person, but it wasn't until, when I was in secondary school that I actually started realizing that acting was a profession that I wanted to be part of for the rest of my life.
That person make you go up transformer.
You don't do. You do. When I go back before when I chop, or when I go chop before when I. As soon as I was certain that that's what I wanted to do, I started to ask people. I had a children's theater in my house for 3 years, packed the children from my compound, the next compound, and the compound after that, and I had a little theater group.
Wow.
Yes, when I was 16, and every one of us would put up plays, Christmas, for their parents to watch, and their parents' friends. And from there, I started doing little things to show people what I wanted to do. And then when I decided to study theatre arts, I went for the diploma program at the University of Ibadan. And for you to get into the diploma program, you have to be able to act. Because apart from the theory, which is the first step, the main step is the practical exam, where you come and you perform in front of the lecturers. And I went. The first day I got there, I was scared. I thought to myself, because people had been there for like a week, 2 weeks, rehearsing and working with the other students in the school. And I thought, oh my God, I've lost my chance. I didn't come. I didn't know that I could do that. I was naive like that. But I was there. Luckily, I didn't get auditioned until the next day. So I had people talk to me, people train me, and I went for the audition. And the rest, as they say, is history.
So I'm just so glad. Somebody out there hearing should know that Bimbo did not just fall from the moon. Are you saying you just got focused? You got interested in what you wanted to do?
Yes.
And you gave it your best?
I did.
Now you said at 16 you were doing all this. What was your parents' reaction to that?
Well, my father was like, oh my God, there's so much noise.
It's a nuisance in my house.
Yes, in my house. Well, my mom was just all for it. My mom is a lot artistic herself, even though she didn't do anything in the arts. So, growing up, I remember us as
No, but she did. Here you are.
Hey.
You see? Bimbo, you're so beautiful.
Uh-oh.
Are you married?
No, I'm not. I'm very single. People keep asking me why I'm single, and people keep saying so many things about it, and I find it, for me, I find it funny. Look, marriage is about you picking one person and standing in front of God and saying, this is the person I pick, and this is the person I'll be with for the rest of my life. I don't do lies. If I can't say that in front of God, I won't say it.
Absolutely.
Period. That's the same thing I say to my mother. If I can't stand in front of God and say I want to be with this person for the rest of my life, I will not say it. You see, it's about your relationship with God and where you put God in your life. And for me, God is everything.
Yeah, but what I'm asking you is...
but I haven't seen someone that I can say that to God about.
Man, those standards are high.
No,
Tell me about them.
They're not.
In the whole world, you haven't
Being
seen...
truthful, yeah.
Bimbo, you have traveled though, in Nigeria, out there. Nobody.
Yes. Being truthful is very important to me. Having principles that you live by is very important to me. Having a relationship with God. Look, I'm not saying go to church every Sunday. Your relationship with God is always personal, it's a one-on-one. But there must be a relationship. It's not so easy, is it, for a lot of people? It isn't. Especially the truthful part. You find that people live lies instead of the truth.
Absolutely.
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And I have no intention of learning it. Some people say you're a very strong person. I don't think I'm a very strong person. I think I just believe totally in the things that I do believe in. And they're my strengths, so why would I take that away from myself?
That's good. But well, if you ask me, I would say that there are good men out there who think like you too, who don't want no lies,
When we meet
who
them,
don't want...
When I meet one, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
It's not every woman that can be married.
Well, every woman can be married, but some women can choose not to be married.
That's not true, because I speak to a lot of women and I've realized that we put a lot of pressure on women in our society to get married.
Which is wrong. I don't do.
Which is why we have so many divorces now.
Yeah.
Because people pick the first thing that comes their way just so that they can tell everybody that I've done it. Or I am now married.
Some people just want to marry for the fun of it. You don't have to.
And they're living in misery.
Yes, you really don't have to.
I believe marriage is a step you take when you have found the man that God created you for.
Absolutely. Because it took the rib from a man and made you. So whose rib
are you?
Is that? Yeah.
And if you're married to somebody else, have you not just cheated another woman of her joy?
And the rib will not even fit anyway.
Exactly, but you're there managing each other in misery.
Yeah, you're just there managing. You're not enjoying, you're just enduring. But again, sometimes don't we also have to loosen out to just give a chance to be sure?
You have to give a chance. That's why we all try relationships. You must give a chance. If you're a godly person, you have to understand one thing: God is love. If you do not have love in your life, then you're not following God, or you're not living a godly life. It's not just about loving a man, it's also about loving everybody around you. But that includes a relationship. So if you're not trying, you're not living.
Absolutely. Please don't go away. We need to take a short break now. We'll be right back.
I had 100% assurance from the minister.
That will not be enough.
Tell this man the truth so that you let us walk away.
Oh, Mike, you dare me.
Bimbo, welcome back.
Thank you.
You've been acting for 19 years. That's a long, 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 long time.
It is.
Has it been acting for that long?
It's been an experience, one that I would pick over any other experience. If anyone were to ask me now that in hindsight, would you do the same thing? Yes, I would.
Really? You love it that much?
Most definitely. I couldn't possibly do anything else with my life. But there are certain things I would have loved to change along the way, of course. You know, hindsight is 20/20 vision. But as it is, I am grateful for the experience that I have had. It has shaped me. It has molded me to the person that I am now. Because our experiences, they speak in our lives. They help to mold us and put us where we want to be. It's to use those experiences positively to become a greater person. You see, when it comes to very negative comments from people, which we do get online, you know, sometimes even when you meet people, we get a lot of that sometimes. I chalk it up to people who are bitter in their lives.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yes, because I think if you don't know someone, you don't know the first thing about the person, you don't know what makes them tick, you don't know what makes them laugh or what makes them cry. And you forget that they're human beings like yourself.
Like you.
There must be something wrong with you as an individual. You know, to just open your mouth and say horrible things. And I have, over the years, heard so many things said about us, actors. And I always say to people, I say, you know, you forget that we cry and we bleed. If you were to cut me now, I would bleed.
Exactly.
We hurt, you know. Yeah. We are just human beings. The fact that you see us on TV in your homes doesn't take away our humanity.
Absolutely.
You see, my experience in this industry, I wouldn't throw away for the world. It's taught me to be a business person. Being an actor in Nollywood has taught me to be a business person.
Really?
Yes. I am just an actor. What I've always wanted to do is act. But there's a business of show business. I mean, it's called show business. There's a business behind it.
Absolutely.
In other countries, you know, you have people in the different areas that sort out all the different things. You have agents, you have managers, you have publicists, you have all sorts. But here, the actor is everything. You're your own publicist. You're your own manager. You're your own agent. You're your own, you know, you just have to learn to become
Why is that?
Because, you know, the industry is pretty young and it's growing. And the space for all those other things is, in the last 5 years, has just started. But it isn't still on the level of other countries. Look, in other countries, I would have a manager and be at home sleeping. All I have to do is wake up when my personal assistant says, you know, wake up. All I have to do is go for an audition when my manager calls and says, oh, you have a reading at so-so place. All I have to do is, oh, okay, we're going for this function, I want to do this. They're putting in the papers, my publicist is handling that. But in Nigeria, you better be handling all of that or else you're in trouble.
Everything collapses.
Yes. So being an actor has taught me how to be a business person. It's taught me how to manage so many different spheres, because you're here doing this, you're there doing this, so you multitask basically. You know, even as I'm here with you, I'm thinking of my next move, where I'm going to next.
That should actually be somebody else's business.
Do you understand? Also, part of my experience is learning that being an actor, you're blessed. As much as you have negative publicity, you also have people out there who want to see you, who want to listen to you, who want to work with you. Yes.
Who love you. Beautiful. Now, 19 years acting. And when did you come to limelight? Can you remember
my first movie?
The very first movie?
My very first movie, yeah. For Out of Bounds, I was given the best overall best actress in Nigeria.
How many years ago was that?
I was 96. I was given the award in 97. Yes.
That was 18 years ago.
Yes.
This is incredible. You're very...
It was the second film I did, but it came out before the first one, which is Owo Blue. And yeah, I got Best English Actress for my role in Out of Bounds, and I got the overall Best Actress in Nigeria.
Is that why they keep me grounded at home all the time? A young girl of my age? Can you imagine it? I'm only allowed out now because it's you. You're everything in our home. They hold you in such high regard. I'm sure they wish they had a son like you. Well, I didn't ask to be an only child. I didn't. So this guy should just let me be.
Fantastic.
It was for me, it was, you know, it was like saying this is where you're supposed to be. This is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, beautiful. Now, what is success in your opinion?
For me, personally, is knowing that I've affected lives.
And how has your own definition affected your success in your career?
Well, I've done a lot. You would find out that if you watch my movies, most of the movies I do, it's about something or the other to do with women. I believe in women. I believe, you know, we're living in what a lot of people refer to as third world countries. Some people say, don't ever say that. We're not a third world country. Look, let's claim it and receive it, because it means that we can grow.
Yes, absolutely.
It means that we have a space.
We're not through growing.
Yes, we can move, we can grow. We are a growing nation. And in a place like Nigeria, you know, women have sort of been relegated to the backyard. Women have been victimized on different levels. You know, one of the movies I did was Widows, the Morning After, with Dmwe. It's about the widowhood rights in the East. You shave your hair, you drink the bath water that the man has, the dead body has been watered. That is inhuman.
Very inhuman.
So most of the things I do are things that speak to the
Very inhuman.
to cases that I think we need to change. I've done Widows, the Morning After. I've done Freedom in Chains, which is about children, female children in Nigeria, and the fact that in certain areas of this country, they don't believe that they should send their daughters to school because they will get married. And so why waste money on them?
Why waste money on them? Yeah.
You don't know what their future holds. You don't know what they can do tomorrow.
What if they get married? Is marriage
a barrier?
A total ostracization?
It is, and it's not
of a child.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's not a barrier to, you know, to them becoming great people.
Absolutely.
Joke Silva, one of my, you know, mentors, and she for me is just the quintessential woman. Auntie Joke is a wife. Auntie Joke is a mother. Auntie Joke is an actor, and she is succeeding on all three levels. More than that, she's also a businesswoman, and she is successful. Her parents, if they were here today, would be so proud because she has done it all. She surpassed her parents. What they couldn't do, she did. You know, which is a prayer of all parents. You want your children to surpass you, to be better than you, to be greater than you. You cannot say the name Joke Silva in Nigeria and people will say, who's that?
Yeah.
It's not possible. No matter what, any way you look at it, she is a success.
And she is a woman.
Imagine if some father somewhere said, oh, there's no need to educate her.
Educate her. What a loss.
What the world would have missed.
Yeah.
What the world would have missed. So I think a lot of the films I do is to move or change or just point people in the direction of the fact that this exists and it shouldn't exist. For me, if I look at that in terms of success, have I achieved as much as I want? No. I think there's still so much more that I can do.
Yes, because I mean, you still have a lifetime ahead of you.
And you never stop
But you've
working.
done, and you never stop working. But you've done great.
I am grateful because I remember at the premiere of Widows the Morning After, a woman walked up to me and she was crying and she said, that happened to me. And she said, thank you for telling my story. And when people do that, when people come up to me and tell me, thank you, for me, my career is justified.
Yeah, Bimbo, I was speaking to a guest the other day, and he said to me, the upcoming people now don't want to be called upcoming, they want to be called fast growing. What's your take on that? And even though they're fast growing, for somebody like you who's done a lot, you must have a counsel for them. So what do you think about, should they be called fast growing or upcoming?
It's a reflection of our times. Everybody's impatient to be rich. They think being rich is being happy. They equate money to happiness. They equate money to wealth. They equate money to everything. For them, it's the cure to anything and everything. And it shows the impatience of our youth now. They don't want to work. We worked. I paid my dues. Everybody I know has paid their dues. Go pay your dues. You're up and coming, and that's what you remain.
Absolutely. Until you actually become fast growing. So what do you say to them?
Look, it's important for us to know what we want to do and walk towards it. Babies start crawling before they walk.
Absolutely.
So crawl. Come on.
Upcoming, remain upcoming and crawl. That's what Bimbo said. Now, is there something else you want to tell them? Something else you did that even though you came to limelight in your very first movie? But I mean,
There is.
Yes, you did.
I went to school.
What did you do?
I went to school.
You went to
I
school.
went to the University of Ibadan. I studied
So being
theatre.
an actor is not an escapee route.
Oh, I know. I went.
by
I
the
studied
time-
theatre arts.
Yes, by the time you go to school, you would obviously do it better.
Of course.
And be more professional.
Of course. And you can open your mouth and talk about acting anywhere in the world. You can back it up with theories. You can use the theories to get into character and give a believable characterization. And you will find out if you're an actor or not. If you don't have talent, they won't take you. That's the first test. So you find out that you're in the right place. For anyone who wants to be an actor, my advice to you is go to school. Go to school. Education is key. Go to school.
Yeah, this is from us to you, and as a matter of fact, it's actually from our sponsor company, Home Ferry. I'm sure this will just make your food sweeter in your kitchen. The stuff that you is in the kitchen, and shall make it even better. Great. Okay, that's from us.
Thank you
See
very
you.
much.
Bimbo says, if you are upcoming shall you remain until you have made the mark to become fast growing, and then you become a star. Life is in stages. Life is in phases. Just like you were not born, you did not come out of your mother's womb becoming a man. You had to crawl. You had to walk. You had to run. And today you're standing like a man, like a woman. She says, wait, get focused. And then you will become what you want to be. And then from me, I'm saying, if you can dare to wait, patiently, work hard enough, be focused, do enough, have enough passion for what you do and what you want to do, you will just discover someday that all you think you've lost comes running, hugging, and staying with you. And until we come your way next week,